Oh, nice way to start. Hi, everybody. I start with a cough. Okay, well, I am just in the very early stages of a little touch of the flu. I'm really okay. I'm much better today than I was yesterday. But you know what? Today is December 12th. It's 12/12. And I'm going to take a look at the twin flame relationship between our emperor and our empress. I think the energy is perfect for a more thorough look. Let's see if we can't decide for ourselves whether this couple have been drawn together on a karmic destiny that is completely out of their control, or is this more of a human manifestation? And I'm not quite sure. We're just going to talk about it. I have laid out an assortment of decks, but you know me, I can't work alone. All right. Yeah, I think this is where we want to start, because that card that just flipped over in my hand is the King of Pentacles. Now, haven't we decided that this Emperor may be very strong in earth energy? He's very solid. He's very grounded. He's accomplished. But he's the guy that shows up to a formal affair in his suit jacket and flannel shirt because he just got off the fields. He's that kind of a guy. We like him for that. Now we have this Seven of Swords. Not quite sure where this one goes. Maybe this is referring to... This is the card of futility in this deck. Seven of Swords. What part does this have to play in the twin flame relationship between these two people? Are they still at this point overcoming some obstacles? Some things that feel like maybe they will never end. That's what futility is. It's like feeding your energy into a struggle that feels like it will never complete. Maybe feeling like you've just given up. Maybe this is the feeling for two people that they've just given up on love. Maybe that's where our futility belongs. Now, we have the Princess of Wands, would be the same thing as the Page. But this lady dances on fire. That's what she's doing right there. She is reaching for the stars. And she is driven and passionate. And she is she's got a bit of an inner beast inside of her. There's something that's driving her. That's what I want to say about this. There's a desire, a passion inside this woman that she is really reaching out for. She's using every element that she can to touch the object of her desire. That's the message that's coming through to me. This is an empress who may not, some of you guys who are actually manifesting this right now may very well be at a point where and the last time it came up to ships passing in the night, it's as if you see one another passing on the street. You smile, you say hello, but there's no direct skin-to-skin contact. And even though he knows he's meant for you, and she knows that she is meant for him, Maybe the futility in it is that there has not been the right opportunity to really have an expressive contact in privacy. Just the two of you face to face with nothing but your feelings, nothing but pure freaking honesty, clarity in the situation. Clarity, because we know the swords, although there's futility here, swords also bring clarity, and maybe that's why this person feels a bit defeated. Defeated from things in the past. Now change coming with this. Is it between these two people? Is it just change coming for one of them? I would think that they are both manifesting a part of themselves. Maybe this futility is between the two of them. Maybe one partner can't release and another partner, well, maybe one partner is waiting for another partner to release. As we remember, pardon me, our Empress was still tied up in some legal implications. And I'm going to say it right now, guys. Yes, I am going through some legal things right now. Actually, I wanted to let you guys know, those of you who are my friends and know me, and I never, ever, ever get a chance to share anything that's going on for me. My divorce is about 30 days out. Hallelujah. So, even though he still shows up, he's still my friend. We share a granddaughter. Okay, so, like I said, somebody's going through some changes, just like me. Changing your legal status, changing your marital status, changing your name, changing your location, changing your mind. There are choices coming. And with those choices, though, we know there is a balance with those choices that come with the Two of Pentacles. There's also a sense of security. Now we take the number 2. We can immediately say that that is a connection, the choice, connected to our twin flame scenario here with the Two of Pentacles. Now we have our first 2 showing up, and that's really important. Now we have the King of Cups. So we have a person making an offering to someone else. Is it our king making our emperor making a royal offer to his empress, the object of his desires? But we know with the emperor, and especially when he turns up, the King of Pentacles, in one of these readings, he's incredibly involved in his work. He is incredibly overwhelmed at this time with what it is that he's doing. Business is crazy, maybe. Issues going on within the office. On a civil level, is he a civil servant? Does he have to knock down the walls and face the fires that face his community every day? So, we understand that this energy is slow moving, and maybe that's where the futility is. Maybe the futility lies in between these two people, because the Empress is still in the process of straightening out her shit, and the Emperor is so up to his neck with whatever is going on in his professional life that maybe the frustration, the futility, the real issue here is these two people getting an hour's worth of privacy to express their feelings, to talk it over, and maybe to get a handle on some common ground of where they want to take this attraction. Because the twin flame thing isn't going to be known yet until whatever it is that is coming up as a futile feeling or a frustration, whatever that frustration is within the situation, there's patience needed to be done here, both with the Two of Pentacles and with the King of Pentacles. It screams of the slower pace. It's necessary. It's necessary if you want to manifest this. If this is going to go the way we want our lives to go. Now it's amazing. On the Empress's side of this reading, or maybe, where this needs to run is down the center column. Maybe this is another connection to these two people. The Four of Wands, the completion card. These two people now ride the karmic wheel together, whether they feel like they're together or not. Whatever they're working on separately is now coming to a place together where they may be finding, what did I say? Common ground. Okay? So we have this need to overcome these futile moments with or without this person, because I can see two people standing in a crowded room, and all they want to do really is take a private moment to express something to one another. Because the center row, as I really think it's developing now, the center row for me is where these two actually take it next. It's where the two energies come together. Yes, this is the common ground. Whatever is running down the center in between these two elements is where we're finding the common ground for them. I'm just going to relocate my camera a bit. All right. This is the common ground that we've got going between these two people. Getting over the circumstances that are getting in their way, the things that are feeling like it's a futile effort. It's almost like going to a party and meeting that perfect girl, and, it's hard enough as say you're a lesbian. And it's hard enough finding partners when you're gay. I'm using my gays, as example here, but I think it's prime. It is hard to meet, especially when you're a woman my age. So if I was to be manifesting another woman, which, ladies, not this time. I'm busy with something else here. But, hey, at 57 years old, I am embracing life with a very open mind. So, for you guys, my gays and my straights, this is the example. It's hard enough meeting people in your 40s, in your 50s, and you're attracted to a specific type of person. For my gays, it's another gay person. So it's hard. And you meet that perfect person and you're at a party. And maybe you're actually really surrounded by heteros. So making that first hookup might make you feel a little bit out of place. So you're looking for a closet to say hi. Hi, Nanu Nanu, I'm with you. Um, Robin Williams, why did he just come into my head? I don't know. Thank you, Robin, if you're here. Help me here. Help me. I'm calling out the troops for this one. There's a common ground that can be found. It may be bad comedy, as in my case. The use of bad humor may actually come into play for me. Whew. All right. Well, this is interesting. On the Emperor's side, just like I told you, the futility, the Eight of Pentacles, the work, and did I mention work? For some of you, your Emperor is obsessed with his work, and it is part of what it is that makes him what you love about him, what he does, his devotion to what he does, his always doing what's right, always meaning what is good, and always wanting the greater good of all. And if you can see what this woman, and I'm going to say that this is your Emperor because it's his card, is multiplying love in everything that he does in his day-to-day. Every expression, every decision that he makes for the greater good. He does it thoughtfully and with prudence. And can I say at this very moment, my mother's name was Prudence. And I don't know if Mom is trying to make up with some of you right now. I really feel that some of you are dealing with a mother that has passed over to the other side. And through the name of my mother, that mother is trying to right a wrong. I'm not going on anymore with that, and this may even be very much resonant with your Emperor. I don't know. I don't know anybody's personal circumstances, but there is a real message for someone out there that your mother is righting a wrong through spirit and bringing this relationship through for her child from the other side, which is crazy, which is absolutely freaking insane. And on that, I really need a glass of wine, but all I have is water. I've been sick for 24 hours. No wine, no wine, no wine. All right. Okay, thank you. I really needed that, and I need just one more second to kind of get a grip on myself. I needed to do some deep breathing. The empath is light some sage, little cleansing area, a little cleansing energy. All right, here we go. Thank you. A little bit of a pause, but I think maybe a few of us needed it right about there. Now, on the Empress's side, for a reason, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now, here it's called failure, But I don't ever think of the Seven of Pentacles as failure. I think that for our Empress, if she's ever felt like a failure, hold on. I'm trying to get this message right. It's a little bit delicate on top of everything else that we've been talking about today. So I think if our Empress has ever felt like a failure, maybe it was in business, but I don't know. This is a love reading. I think maybe part of the things that she needs to change about herself within is possibly the fact that maybe she feels like she's been a disappointment in the past. Maybe to herself, it's always possible. I have many times felt like a disappointment to myself. But I do know that I've also felt that I have let other people down, both in love and in business. And, I think that the sense of failure hopefully will come out in the change. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, the fulfillment of happiness. So we know that these two people, as they evolve in the situation, we know there's going to be happiness. We know that they will share those rewards. And those rewards are going to come in the form of acts of love between the two. It's really fantastic energy there. Now, we have a Prince of Wands in the picture for our Empress. Can talk about a slightly younger or much younger fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Can be their sun, moon, or rising sign. Our fire signs are very commanding. So it wouldn't surprise me if our Emperor had that kind of element. After all, the Emperor is represented by the fire sign Aries. We can say now that this is the passion of that Emperor symbol entering her life. It's new energy though, but it's the actual entrance of that embracing into her life. It's the actual gesture. So now we actually have our Emperor making an expression or extending a gesture of his love to this Empress that he watches from afar, this Empress that is very touch and go in his life, an Empress that is very ships passing in the night feeling, that they don't really ever have the opportunity to bring this thing together. Well, look who has a desire. Our Emperor. This is that wish upon a card, or wish upon a star card. He, he casts his wish out into the universe. And he waits for the reply. He waits for that star to come back in the sky and say, look around. It's behind you. It's beside you. This is the granting of a wish. It's the actual extension of abundance from the universe. Actually to you. See what we've got here. The Three of Wands. Now in this deck, the Three of Wands represents virtue. Virtue. I think that's pretty obvious that both people actually possess a great deal of virtue in everything that they do. On one hand, she delivers a supportive, mothering, kind of nurturing energy to those around her, to those who deal with her day to day in their lives and their business. There's an element of trust that you can put into this Empress. So yes, she does show character. She does show virtue. Our Emperor is the same way. We've already established that he carries out acts of love in everything that he does in his day-to-day, with his family, within his home, with those in his community. He is, he's a giver. Definitely more a giver than he is a taker. And maybe that's why Spirit is bringing him a wish, bringing him a fulfilled desire, something that maybe he's worked a long time on, but I think it's really connected to love. It may be something that he's waited for, waited to happen for a great deal of time. But there's that fulfillment. It's coming. And this Emperor needs to know that. He needs to be assured that what he is desiring is just around the corner. For our Empress, she has temperance. And that doesn't surprise me, because our Empress is magnificent at formulating things, creating harmony, bringing two elements together. I mean, she's the one that can take, whatever you've got in the refrigerator and make a gourmet pot of soup, because that's what she does. She brings chemistry to this relationship. It's almost feeling as if she is the one that's creating this. Through her will, almost. This Empress is creating this beautiful stew. I mean, it's got everything you could want. It's got beautiful richness and full body. It's something you want to sit down with in a nice crusty hot loaf of sinful bread and just, devour, because it's that kind of chemistry. It's the kind of chemistry that keeps you coming back for more. Well, we have the Strength card on the Emperor's side. I had said in the past that the Leo can often represent an element of our Emperor. He's brave. He's courageous. He's the king of the jungle. He calls all the shots. He makes the rules. He is also, when he is your friend, he is gentle and kind and loving and a superior human being. He comes from a pure place in his intention. Michael just said, beware, he can be a bit of a scoundrel, but not in a bad way. He can be a bit of a jokester, I hear. Thank you, Michael. All right, so we have one more card here. The moon. We're still going to be kind of up in the air on whether or not, as of this very moment, we're just going to ponder. Okay, guys, the Four of Swords. Looks like Michael is just saying, hold it up right there. There's still some things about this couple that we are not meant to know about. Okay, what's next? What do we want next? Let's first go with some Sibilla. La Vira Sibilla. Okay. Well, this reading couldn't have been more interesting. Well, I think we see these two people with real potential to shine through on that level. I mean, look at how many major arcana we drew for these two people. Isn't it funny that, look, we've got one here. 2, 3, 4. We have 4 major arcana here. It's pretty significant movement for these two people. Although, we're not going to get hit over the head with all of this passion. It isn't going to happen. If you guys are wanting to leap into that person's arms and just say, I'm yours, take me away, forget it. That isn't going to happen. It isn't going to work that way. This couple, especially represented here over and over again by Pentacles, it's all about patience with these two people. You know, somebody here has an incredibly slow energy. I don't want to tease him, but I think it's our emperor here who may just not know what to say to this incredibly eclectic, bohemian type empress. Yeah, I think that he just may be a little bit shy. Michael just said he's not quite ready to get into the empress's gourmet stew. That's very funny. Very, very funny. Okay, so here we go. We're looking for clarifications, guys. This has been fun. Oh, after I got a chance for my empathic talents to show. God, am I pathetic. All right. You know, guys, that's one thing I hate about being an empath, man. It shows me off to be such an incredible sissy. Oh, I can't take the emotion. It comes over me, and I turn into a bowl of jelly. So, all right, let's get on to these clarifiers. What clarifiers want to be known? Oh, and while I'm doing this is what I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you all to write down 3 questions. Question 1, question 2, question 3. I'm going to draw 3 angel answer cards. It's going to be up to you to feel through spirit which card goes with which answer. Or which answer, sorry. Oh, I'm tired. Which answer goes with each question. They're your questions, but it's up to you to decide how they resonate with the answers that I give you. All right, here we go. I think I'm going to go and spend a little bit of time just feeling under the weather. And I think our couple is going to do just fine here. She's clearing some stuff up. He's clearing some stuff up, we think. Maybe what he's got to clear up is just maybe emotionally clearing his desk so he can take enough time to at least express to this Empress what he's thinking, how he's feeling, because we know that there is feeling there. The Empress is good. The Emperor is good, but he is not that good. He cannot kid this Empress. I'm telling you, you cannot kid this Empress. So, here we go. Are we ready? We don't want to do poppers. Is that the message? Okay. All right, let's see. What do we want to do clarity on? First, let's get them clarity on, wow, this is really clear reading. What did we have trouble with? Anything? Yes. First of all, the Empress's feeling of failure. Do we want to cut? Yeah, we're going to cut it. Okay. Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. Now we're getting down to our twin flame connection. We have the Lemeno, the union, the contract between two divine souls, the Mercante. This is a person, maybe a man of business, maybe a man of stature. I think we could be referring very clearly here to our Emperor energy. And this, La Leggerezza. Now this can talk about the lightness of being, the lightness of the soul, all of that stuff. This is about sex. And I do see that this fear of failure here, this failure, maybe this Empress has been feeling that maybe she feels sexually inadequate for this splendid man. This is about our Emperor possibly easing her fears around the issue of sex. For me, it's kind of a really clear answer there. Because we did say that our Empress may have felt like she wasn't good enough for this Emperor. I think we can have faith that he will make it known that that is not an issue for him. Okay, I think that's a good message for him to give to her. Let's see what else. Oh, you know what? We had futility here. The Seven of Swords, maybe something not progressing as quickly as we would like. I don't know. Yeah, somebody is wanting to come out of a place of loneliness. Maybe both people have been lonely for a while. And the stanza says that this has been a place of loneliness and broken down and maybe no communication at all. The speranza is the wish. It's the fulfillment of a wish that brings security. I think that we may, on an intimate level, be able to assure that this couple will have, will have a very secure sense of intimacy and home. This is the whole picture with these two people. It's these two souls coming together, both um, on maybe socially at this point, but at some point it's going to get closer. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. Allegrezza a cuore, that is the happiness of the heart. The belvedere, the waiting and watching with anticipation. And the bambino, something brand new coming their way. It brings happiness. It brings joy. It brings very satisfaction, a great deal of satisfaction. And for someone, it is something that maybe they didn't even know that they wanted until it came. That's an interesting message. Okay, let's get first a romance angels before we get into our 3 questions. You guys writing your questions down? Do you know what they are? Are they all upstairs? You guys thinking about? Okay, because here we go. We're going to take a look at our romance angels oracle. This one here. This one here. And this one here. Okay. First we have separation. This card keeps coming apart. Like I said, for those of you, if you're an emperor or an empress that is still committed to another relationship even though you don't want to be there anymore, this is saying some of you are getting ready to leave that situation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Next, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are the signs are cautioning you. So, I don't know, maybe something is coming up for some of you. This is a warning. You need to keep your eyes open on this manifestation. You know, this could be one of those jealous exes coming around again. This could be definitely, wow, I love this. I love this ending for you guys on this. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. We've got something that looks like for some of you is going to come together. All right, now, let's go. We've got questions to answer. I need 3 answers right now. How do you feel about that, guys? I don't know. It feels a little optimistic to me. Come on. Gloomy Gus's. It's time to start thinking more positively. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. Come on, Debbie Downers. Wah, wah. Come on. It's time to start thinking. Thinking up, looking up. Everything is getting better. I need 3. There's 1, 2, 1 more. 1 more. Right there. Our first answer. It doesn't have to be question 1, 2, 3. You guys put the answers where they apply for you. You can't expect everything. First answer. Let go. Second answer. Meditation brings answers. And the third answer. Yes. There you go. There are 2 yeses in this deck. Oh, there it is. There's the yes. Whatever it was that you needed a yes to. That's where it's at. So, until the next time, guys, if you want a reading meant just for you, the 2017s are looking really busy for me. A lot of you guys want the look ahead. You go over to my website or go over to my email address, order one. I'll have one off to you, but I've got another one to do tomorrow. I'm so excited. So go over and take a look at my website. The link is down below. I've got energy readings over at Vimeo right now. Go take a look at them. And for those of you who are curious, I'm not going to take what's up down, but I am going to rework the 2017 outlook. They're dragging. I just was not happy with them. I am going to be restyling them, revamping them, and getting them out starting sometime this week. And until the next time, you guys, this looks like it's coming along really well. And the contest, I've narrowed it down to 2. Actually, I think I've picked my winner, honestly, guys. The second one that I picked was really good. But there was one little element that I was looking for in it that just wasn't there. So, the one that I picked, yes, honey, you are my winner. And you know who you are. Your initial is I. Your first initial is I. And I am going to be sending those decks off. In fact, I may be able to get that off to you before Christmas. I've got a delivery coming. So, until the next time, take care of yourselves and one another. And if you need a reading, just ask. And take care, guys. And peace.